It's been 7 days since the release of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and I have played 18 hours and 22 minutes thus far. That means I played for about 2.5 hours each day. That's not a lot by any gamer's standards, but it's enough for me to allay the burdens of being a grown adult. 18 hours into the game and I'm barely scratching the surface. If you thought Breath of the Wild is huge, Tears of the Kingdom is massive and it's paradise for all gamers with ADHD. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? I'm ricemama and I like to play video games whenever my kids are asleep. And this is a review of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom 7 days later. If you're thinking about picking up this new game but concerned that you never played Breath of the Wild before, worry not, as this game does not require you to have any prior knowledge of Breath of the Wild. Although it is true that understanding the story of its predecessor makes Tears of the Kingdom's lore all the more rich and expansive, it is in fact beginner friendly.
No, that's too high! Oh my god.
Of course, this is not a generalization, but to prove a point, I made my 6-year-old play the game for the very first time.
There you go. There you go. It's good to shoot them in the eye. It will be a critical hit.
And he did okay. If you're like me, chances are you also tried to do the combinations very early in the game. The flurry rush, the mid-air attack, the shield surfing, they are back, baby. Goodbye, whistle sprint. All the elements on the screen on normal HUD mode are minimal and are placed intentionally. This was my problem playing Hogwarts Legacy, where the elements were all over the place and instructions kept popping up everywhere, especially during combat. It's overwhelming, especially for players who are just dabbling into open world gaming. One thing that's changed on the Pro HUD mode is that it removes all screen elements except for the basic A button functions and the stamina wheel. This makes exploration more immersive and awe-inspiring. From lush forests, towering mountains, mysterious caves, and 58 wells? The world of Hyrule invites discoveries and rewards at every turn. Another standout aspect of the gameplay layout is its loading screen. The colors are more aesthetically pleasing, and more importantly, we have a map. Just like the maps you find in the mall where it says, "You are here." Also, thank you developers for letting me know ahead of time that my inventory is full. Tears of the Kingdom offers a satisfying blend of combat and ingeniously designed puzzles that does not feel limiting.
Oh, we're moving, guys! It's actually working!
Link begins his journey at the Great Sky Island with 3 hearts, 1 stamina wheel, and a replacement arm. The Great Sky Island is peaceful but also desolate. It is enveloped in emptiness, which makes exploring the Great Sky Island a slow burn. This might throw off some other players who are excited to spring into action, but for Breath of the Wild veterans, this does not come as a surprise. As you journey to unlock all 4 shrines, Link is endowed with 4 useful abilities before he sets off to the Kingdom of Hyrule, where more shrines await. With Breath of the Wild, many people complained about the lack of variations of enemies and how repetitive it got as you progress in the game. But Tears of the Kingdom seems to be offering more than just Breath of the Wild's enemy staples.
What the heck is that? Is the tree for real attacking me right now?
In the 18 hours that I've spent playing, I've seen bizarre creatures that left me scratching my head in confusion. What the heck is this? Oh my god, this reminds me of my worst nightmare after I gave birth to my child. This eclectic mix of enemies ensures Link that he is never short of challenges and unique monster parts to farm. A lot of people were worried that Tears of the Kingdom is just another Breath of the Wild DLC, but oh no. The visual appeal of this game is taken to another level. At first, the design of the shrines looked just like an egg plugged to the ground, but as I paid more attention to that gaping hole, I can't unsee it anymore. I can't. There are also some subtle but interesting changes from when Link activates the first Skyview Tower to the rest later on. I refuse to skip that cutscene every time Link activates a tower, and I recommend that you do the same, because once all towers are opened, you will never see that breathtaking cutscene again. Unless, of course, you restart the game from the very beginning. While most of the open world gameplays these days look hyper-realistic, the Zelda series retained its anime-like art style. I mean, I'm actually biased to this, so I'm not complaining, and Nintendo, please don't change this. Frame rates are still taking a dip here and there, and this is very apparent, especially on the flags. Nevertheless, it's not a big deal to me since it doesn't interfere with the whole gameplay experience. But we do need a 4K Nintendo. Any Zelda franchise is no slouch when it comes to its sophisticated weave of compelling narrative that keeps players engaged from start to finish. Tears of the Kingdom starts off with a cutscene where Zelda and Link discover a scrawny-looking man with flashy bling-bling who then has an explosive diarrhea that penetrated the heavens. As far as the story is concerned, I have not delved deep enough into the main quest to know where the story goes, but I can already tell that there's going to be lots of dark twists and revelations that are beyond my expectations. The character design in Tears of the Kingdom is impeccably crafted and visually stunning. Ooh la la. If this is what God really looks like, I actually don't mind. The supporting characters also shine in their own unique personalities and visual charms. Even the NPCs show diversity in their appearance, showcasing their cultural influences and personal pizzazz. It's worth noting that while the character designs are visually captivating, they also serve a narrative purpose. Oh my gosh. In Breath of the Wild, there's a total of 90 side quests with the DLC included, but each of the NPCs offered a very unique dialogue. As with Tears of the Kingdom, most of my encounters with the NPCs so far feel meaningful and memorable. Oh, bye, Impa. I'm so sorry. The soundtrack in Tears of the Kingdom, just like any Zelda game, is nothing short of a masterpiece. The melodies perfectly capture the essence of adventure and evoke a range of emotions. In Breath of the Wild, many of the musical arrangements were acclaimed for its consistent use of unpredictability and beautiful chromatic progression. This also seems to be true with Tears of the Kingdom. I'm no music expert, but the trailer and intro music slap so hard. I get chills every time I hear them. On the first cutscene, we are welcomed by a mysterious, foreboding melody with fragments of intricate chanting. During Link's exploration, we hear very intimate, atmospheric ambient sounds. The music then gradually changes to a melody that's rather apprehensive and at the same time exciting every time Link encounters an enemy. The use of leitmotifs throughout the game enhances the storytelling, creating a sense of continuity and comfort of familiarity. I myself am a sucker for lamenting melodies such as Fifa's theme, but I have yet to discover that in Tears of the Kingdom. You know, I'm just glad I haven't heard a Guardian theme so far. 7 days into Tears of the Kingdom, a little over 18 hours of gameplay, and like I said, I am still scratching the surface. And that's okay. This game is absolutely breathtaking and a worthy addition to the Zelda franchise. I am still so hyped up about it, and I shamelessly think about this game day and night. It's like falling in love, except it's with a video game, but whatever. Whether you're a longtime Zelda fan or new to the series, Tears of the Kingdom is undoubtedly a journey worth embarking upon. This has been ricemama, and until next time, happy gaming! Excuse me guys, I am using every bit of... Oh, well of course it's not gonna work, it's not attached.